Hi, my name is Mr. Burford and I'm one of 5 highly experienced chemistry teachers at the Nobel School. We are led in department by Zoe Bartle, the head of chemistry, and we are led in total by Amy Pearson, the head of science. Many of you will know them already. Okay? Now, the GCSE, as you're fully aware, was not a pushover. You'll have found that revision would have been tough to cover a variety of topical contents. You would have found that of the 10 modules, we would have had aspects of maths, aspects of organic chemistry, aspects of inorganic chemistry, etc., etc. In addition to a number of practical elements that you would have had to have done in the labs under some more strenuous conditions, such that you would be able to describe and explain the methods in the exam papers themselves. And I'll be happy to tell you that this is no different at A-level. Going into A-level chemistry, you'll not only cover more content and in greater depth, but you'll also undergo a number of more advanced and much more fervently observed chemistry practicals. So part of the A-level itself is no longer to be able to answer questions on the practicals, but to be able to physically do them, such that at the end of the year, your teacher will sign you off for a practical endorsement, suggesting to future employers and future leaders of study that you are physically capable of undergoing intricate, delicate, and time-pressured practical tasks. As a result of that, chemistry has some of the best future prospects for A-level takers that the entirety of education has to offer, really, such that you've naturally got each of the 3 sciences which you will happily stream into from having a chemistry A-level, in addition to some maths as well. But naturally, it also stems into things like medicine, dentistry. You've also got law, architecture, and engineering, and a variety of other, mainly practical, but also scientific areas of study that you may find yourself interested in the future. In addition to areas of study, you've also got areas of work, such that all of these industries are anxiously attempting to take on prospective employees, or interns perhaps, those of you whom have these practical skills as well as scientific knowledge and the mathematical basis to go alongside it. So if you were to be interested in this sort of future career, then the chemistry A-level is certainly for you. At Nobel, we study the OCR-A chemistry course, which is broken down into 6 modules, one of which is the aforementioned practical module that we've already spoken about. In addition to this module, you also have a lecture arrangement in which we will discuss the potential lies that you may have heard at GCSE about how electrons actually physically work in the real subatomic world. We'll also discuss on large organic chemistry. We're not going to leave it at alkanes and alkenes anymore and alcohols. We're going to branch into much more in-depth and biologicals, to an extent, the side of organic chemistry. We'll talk about some physical chemistry, so we'll talk about the rates of reactions, how quickly reactions occur. The word catalyst might come to mind there, and if it does, then this is definitely the course for you, and how quickly reactions take place. In organic chemistry, the transition metals, no longer with that large block in the middle, be an area of mystery and unknown substance to you. We'll talk in depth about how each of those atoms work, how each of those elements work rather, and the reactions that they can undertake, as well as a number of mathematical elements alongside, all preceded by some GCSE recap. So in your first term, there will be a variety of GCSE recap lessons, just to ensure that everybody is starting from the same point, and that even though GCSEs will have been recent for you, you are still tip-top and ready to go with that prior knowledge. Okay? So if the topic interests you as such and you feel you have a passion for it, if you are looking for a perhaps more lucrative future in terms of careers or in terms of in-depth study, if you'd like to be on the cutting edge of international technology, then Nobel's chemistry course is the one for you. We can boast small class sizes. We would much rather split a large class into 2 smaller ones than have just it in bulk, as well as high A-level attainment grades to boot. So if this sounds of interest for you in terms of passion, future prospects perhaps, then chemistry at Nobel is the subject for you.